Hello and welcome to News Now. I am Deji Badimasi. Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari has fired all group executive directors of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC). The sack takes immediate effect. Now, this comes as the federal government proceeds to restructure the organization by carrying out a major shake-up in the corporation. Earlier this week, President Buhari ordered the sack of Joseph Dawa as the group managing director of the NNPC. Dawa was replaced by Emmanuel Kachuku, a former vice president of ExxonMobil Africa. Nigeria's House of Representatives Thursday called on Chief of Army Staff Major General Tuku Buratai, Chief of Naval Staff Rear Admiral Ibok Ete Ekwe Ibas, and the Inspector General of Police Mr. Solomon Arase to wade into the ongoing crisis over border dispute between communities of Anambra and Kogi states and restore peace to the area. The House made the resolution following a motion on matters of urgent public importance raised by Honorable Peter Madubueze Obiano. Obiano told his fellow lawmakers that the motion became necessary due to the fact that many lives are being lost on a daily basis, and there's the need for the House to step into the matter to contribute their quota in restoring peace and saving lives. The motion was co-sponsored by Honorable Emmanuel Egwu from Kogi State, whose constituency is involved in the crisis. Now, border communities in the two states have been locked in a very serious communal clash for several years now, with quite a number of people killed over land dispute. The clashes got worse when oil was actually discovered in the disputed area. Speaker Yakubu Dogara has actually set up an ad hoc committee to visit the area and mediate among the warring communities. The House also resolved that the agreement brokered by the Surveyor General of the Federation between Kogi and Anambra State be put into consideration in trying to resolve the conflict, as well as urging the service chiefs to deploy adequate personnel to the area to douse the conflict and bring about lasting peace to the communities. Britain says it is still committed to helping Nigeria fight against terrorism. The country's Deputy Chief of Defense Staff on Military Strategy and Operations, Lieutenant General Gordon Messenger, gave the assurance when he and other senior British military officers paid a courtesy visit on the Nigerian Chief of Defense Staff, Major General Gabriel Olonishakin, at the Defense Headquarters in Abuja. Lieutenant General Messenger said he and his delegation were in Nigeria for deliberations toward identifying the ideal area of collaboration to be adopted in the fight against insurgency and the best way to make it work. He added that the fight against terrorism is a multifaceted problem that demands strategy and careful exploration of gray areas in order to reappraise the best support the British could offer. Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff, Major General Olonishakin, thanked the British officials for the visit and acknowledged all the assistance the Nigerian Armed Forces had enjoyed from Britain. He said the Nigerian Armed Forces is doing everything within its power to end the Boko Haram insurgency. Nigeria's former Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Adesola Amosu, has expressed confidence that the military will destroy the Boko Haram sect by December this year if the momentum of the ongoing operation is sustained. Amosu made the statement at his flying out ceremony, advising that the anti-terrorism operations must continue. He expressed strong confidence in the new leadership of the military, in person of Major General Yusuf Buratai, I should say, saying he's capable of completing the operations to stamp out Boko Haram in the country. The former Chief of Air Staff also welcomed the assistance, I should say, from the U.S. in the fight against the insurgency. The Nigerian Presidency has denied reports published by a newspaper in its editorial that President Muhammadu Buhari's recent trip to the U.S. cost more than 2.2 billion naira. In a statement on Wednesday, presidential spokesperson Garba Shehu said the total amount expended on the trip by the president and his entourage was nothing near 10% of the speculated figure. The presidency also explained that the 5 governors on the trip each paid their own way. Shehu also condemned the alleged claim of the newspaper that the trip achieved nothing. The statement said the benefits of the trip will become more evident as the Buhari administration continues to tackle the challenges of corruption, security, and the economy. Well, call him controversial and you won't be wrong. Ikeda State Governor Ayodele Fayose has taken a swipe at the federal government's anti-corruption stance, describing it as mere quote, as mere noise-making, witch hunt, and diversionary, end of quote. Fasho, who spoke through his special assistant on public communications and new media, Lere Olayinka, said the move is meant to divert public attention from the seeming failure of the administration to deliver on its electoral promises. He insisted that instead of making public the process of loot recovery, Buhari should make public names of the looters and bring back the purported stolen funds. Fasho also challenged the president to start the anti-corruption fight from his own party, as Nigerians are waiting for him to reveal the sources of income of those who sponsored his election. Well, we'll wait and see how the presidency reacts to that. The Osun State House of Assembly has dismissed the petition by Justice Folahanmi Oloyede seeking the impeachment of the state governor Ralph Aregbesola following the recommendation of the 7-man ad hoc committee set up to investigate the petition. The lawmaker said that the petition should be dismissed as the petitioner refused to appear before the ad hoc committee to substantiate her allegations against the governor. The committee also advised that the State's Judicial Service Commission should take a disciplinary action against the petitioner, who is a serving judge in the State High Court. On June the 23rd, 2015, Oloyede sent a petition to the Osun State House of Assembly urging the House to investigate Aregbesola and his deputy, Titi Lauye Tomori, for misappropriation of state funds. Now, Nigeria's National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, has warned state governments and communities along River Benue to prepare for possible flood from Lagdo Dam in neighboring Cameroon. NEMA spokesman Sani Dati, in a statement issued Thursday, said that the alert has become necessary following information from Cameroonian authorities that excess water, would be released from Lagdo Dam. NEMA's Director General Mohamed Sani had earlier said that Cameroonian authorities in Garua had indicated that between now and November 2015, there would be routine release of water from the Lagdo Dam due to excessive amount of water presently contained in the dam. Sani CD said the authorities have also warned that all those living around the dam and along River Benue in Garua up to Nigeria side should be alert and be ready for evacuation in case of possible flooding. He called on the frontline state governors, state emergency management agencies, first responders, and relevant authorities to alert the communities at risk and prepare safe locations for possible evacuations. We'll take a short break now, and News Now will be right back. Don't go away. Continue to stay tuned to TV360. Every day, every hour, and every minute, news break in Nigeria. Things happen so fast, it's most times difficult to track and comprehend them. But that's what we do right here on TV360. 2015, would you want to come back again?
It's like asking Jesus Christ if he knew he was going to die, will you want to come back as the savior of the world again?
We do not just help you track the stories, we break them down, explore all the angles, analyze the issues so that you can fully comprehend the stories and use them to make the right decisions. Welcome back. The Central Bank of Nigeria has banned banks from taking foreign currency deposits in a bid to strengthen the country's currency. A statement issued by the CBN on Wednesday said only wire transfers to and from foreign exchange accounts, also known as domiciliary accounts, are now allowed. And of course, the move will help efforts to stop illicit financial flows into the Nigerian banking system. That's according to the central bank. The Apex Bank also said it will boost supply of dollars to money changers this week. The ban is the latest in a series of controls to support the naira amid a more than 50% slump over the past year in the price of oil, responsible for about 90% of Nigeria's export earnings. Governor Godwin Emefiele, that's the central bank governor, in June stopped importers of about 40 types of goods, including furniture, textiles, and rice, from accessing foreign currency channels, leaving many to use illegal markets, of course. That surely triggering, prices of some goods and commodities. Now, oil traded near multi-month lows on Thursday, with Brent at under $50 a barrel as a supply glut persisted. U.S. crude was down 17 cents at $44.96 a barrel, while Brent crude futures were up 9 cents at $49.68 a barrel. crude has come under pressure from mounting signs of ample supply and a weakening of the demand outlook. Now, oil output from the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, reached the highest monthly level in recent history in June. Malaysia's Transport Ministry on Thursday said more plane parts have washed up on the same island where a wing part believed to be from missing Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 was found. The new items, which the Malaysians described as pieces of windows, seat cushions and aluminium materials, will be tested by the same international team of experts who are looking at a piece of a wing. Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak confirmed that the debris found on a French beach is indeed part of the missing Malaysian Flight 370. Now, the Malaysian airline flight Boeing 777 vanished while traveling from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing in March 2014. There were 239 passengers and crew on board the plane when it went missing. Hiroshima, Japan, today commemorates the 70th anniversary of the first atomic bomb being dropped by a U.S. aircraft during the final stage of the Second World War. The country's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe attended the ceremony, which took place at the Hiroshima Memorial Park. Over 100,000 people died in Hiroshima on the 6th of August 1945 when a United States B-29 bomber dropped the uranium bomb. The incident remains the only use of nuclear weapons for warfare history. Quite a sad reminder of what happened in 1945. We hope it never happens again. Now to sports. The Nigerian Super Eagles have moved up 4 places to 53rd position in the latest FIFA World Ranking. The Eagles, who dropped a massive 15 places to 57th position last month, managed to move up 4 places despite a lack of activity in the past month. They, however, remained 10th in Africa as Algeria, Cote d'Ivoire and Ghana all maintained their top 3 places in an unchanged Africa top 10. Meanwhile, world champions Germany slipped down to 3rd position as Belgium was named the world's 2nd best team. Argentina retained the number 1 position as the best team in the world. The Confederation of African Football has said it will not back Liberia's Football Association President Musa Bility in his bid to become the next president of FIFA. Bility is one of 4 men who have expressed interest in standing for next year's election to replace outgoing FIFA chief Sepp Blatter. The other candidates are Michel Platini, Zico and Chung Mung-jun. Bility addressed CAF Executive Committee in Cairo at his own request on Thursday and was told he would not get their backing, although they wished him good luck. Bility, who has led the Liberian FA since 2010, is also a staunch critic of the Blatter administration. Well, quite sad that Africa will not be backing one of its own. I really don't understand why this is the case, but I guess Africa does not want to waste its votes because it believes Bility cannot win, and I believe Bility cannot win as well. Now, let's take you on to another sports. Lionel Messi was involved in a fiery altercation with Roma defender Mpho Mbiwa as Barcelona won 3-0 in their Gamper Trophy clash on Wednesday night. The 4-time World Footballer of the Year was lucky not to be sent off in the match with the Italian Giants after he had butted Roma defender Mpho Mbiwa. The pair were engaged in a heated argument before the 28-year-old lashed out at the French defender. Messi grabbed him by the throat before headbutting him in the chest. Both players were given a yellow card for the incident. I must confess, it's quite a surprise that Messi, would be doing that. Never seen Messi like that. Wonder what would have provoked that kind of reaction. Well, that's it in news now. We thank you very much for watching. Continue to stay tuned to TV360. More programming coming your way.